Good morning, all. We're going to start by showing you what was supposed to be done and just give you a reminder of the challenge that was set for to be posted yesterday. Sorry. This is just a reminder of how we Okay, so it was an abstract charcoal animal that was due to be posted on Sunday. I know I failed at posting on Sunday due to technical difficulties. I'm so sorry. But let's get started. I'll show you all the products used for this and tools used for this, and I'll also list them on the website or in the description. The first thing I wanted to show you guys is this case on all the way to the left. It's a metal 2.0 mechanical pencil set. It's much more than a pencil set though. I use this for damn near everything that I paint. I always draw out my objects with this and start my paintings, start my charcoals, all of it with this. It comes with a case, 3 pieces of um, drafting lead holder with 10 tubes of 2mm graphite lead refills. The refills come in HB, 2H, 4H, 2B, 4B, and it also comes with colored pencil refills and sharpeners. So that's pretty awesome. And the brushes are awesome too. This is just a really soft brush. I also have this listed in the description where you could buy these brushes and everything that's used on here. You can buy all of them at Amazon. I spent a lot of money on Amazon. They're all really inexpensive, so you don't really have to worry about price unless you want to worry about price. I mean, they're still good products even though they're inexpensive. The canvas that's used on here is a 12 by 16 canvas, and this particular canvas is, they say it's triple gessoed. I don't really know if it is, but it's really good for oil and acrylic painting, and I find myself needing to use more gesso and just sand it down. I do about 2 more layers, so that's just me. You don't have to do that. And the gesso I use is Liquitex Basics. That's also found in the description. But in fact, it doesn't, I mean, you don't have to draw on canvas. You can use canvas paper or anything like that. I prefer to draw on canvas because it's a challenge for me because it's really hard to actually draw on canvas. But using the gesso and sanding it down, it helps a lot. It really does. And it's a lot more fun to look at it when it's on canvas. You can hang it up without having to get a picture frame or and all of that good stuff. So that's why I prefer to use canvas. I have a bunch of little extra canvases laying around just for my drawings and just for that challenge. But that doesn't mean that you have to. Now, on this side here in the metal tin, closest to the canvas, is charcoal powder. Now, you can buy the charcoal powder loose, and in different darknesses and stuff like that on Amazon. But I just grinded my own and just used this little pencil tin for it. and it's on here too. It's just compressed charcoal sticks that I took sandpaper and just grinded myself. Yes, it takes time and it's very, very messy, but hey, you know, we artists do what we got to do. I keep paper towels in my art area because I do get very messy, and a lot of times I use the paper towels for texture. And I have some makeup brushes here. When I'm doing anything with charcoal, I mostly use makeup brushes for the blending and stuff. I do have blending stumps also, which is also in the description, and I change out very often. And what you're not going to see right here is I use charcoal pencils as well, which are very nice because it gives you that pencil effect. The only thing is with the charcoal pencils, they seem to break really, really easy, unless I just haven't been getting the correct ones. But I did find these charcoal pencils that I have listed for you that seem to be doing really, really well. But I still prefer the chalk powder. Yeah, I'm just that kind of messy when it comes to art. I will take charcoal powder over anything. Okay, so let's keep going. This one at the very far end is my electric, well, not electric, but battery operated eraser. It takes two AAA batteries. It's really, 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 really awesome. It works really fast. It gets the finer details, and it comes in two different sizes. So if you want, you know, to erase a little bit um a wider area, they come with bigger erasers, and it's just to pop in and go. It's really easy. And not only that, but it comes with 140 refills. So I've had this thing for like 4 months. I've never even had to buy any refills and still have so much. And I do art almost every single day. It's inexpensive, and I think it's well worth the money, especially if you're doing any kind of it gets rid of pencil, it gets rid of color pencil. It does really well. And I also have gel pens. I have the gel pens because sometimes when the charcoal's not dark enough, I use the black gel pen to go over my work, which you'll see in this project. And I use the white gel pen for highlights, especially in eyes or on outlines and stuff like that. And all of that's also listed on there. And if there's something that I missed on here, you guys just let me know. Okay, I'm starting out with just the mechanical pencil, which is a 4B, and the blending stump. The blending stump has excess charcoal on there, so I don't have to dip it. I don't have to do anything. It does the work for me. Um, I should be using a new one, but I refuse to because this one is perfect as is. Even though I have new ones, I like this one. You know, you just get comfortable with certain tools. Now I've already outlined my tiger. It was supposed to be a tiger, but truth be told, it looks like something else in the finished product. I don't know. I guess with abstract, you guys can decide on what you see. It could be a dragon or a tiger or a leopard or whatever. Whatever it is, I think it's beautified. And I'm darkening again with the brush. I have this a round firm makeup brush that does a great job on canvas with the charcoal. The charcoal is kind of hard to work with on canvas, but the tools that I use make it a little bit easier. And also using that gesso makes the canvas a little bit more smoother. Not as smooth as I like it to be, but it's fine. These particular canvases work well on oil and acrylic, and they say it's triple gessoed, but you know how that goes. And the little poop mark on there is not actually poop, it's spaghetti sauce. And I made a mistake by transporting that and some food. And now it's become a beautiful piece of art. And we're going to pretend like it's not there, okay? So right now I'm still using my blending stump and my pencils just to kind of um, darken what I had already sketched out with a 2B pencil. I had a difficult time trying to figure out how I was going to make him scrunch down. and I figured just part of his back would have been enough for what I wanted. And it's not a big canvas. It's a 12 by 16 canvas, but it was plenty of room to make him look creepy, and he really does look creepy. It looks like he might want to eat me. What I'm doing is I'm spraying water on there. Charcoal does amazing things with water. It makes it darker and it's easier to put on there. It blotches very nicely. And even if you're doing like people or whatever, and you want your background to be really dark, use a little bit of water. Man, it's amazing. And I'm just blotching with a large round makeup brush with that. And here I am darkening his lines with that same small round makeup brush, but I dipped it in water to make the charcoal stand out a little bit more. And you only have to do it once, just enough to get the brush wet because it stays wet through the whole painting. And my objective was to have him like crouching in grass and brush and everything, sneaking up on somebody. Um, he doesn't really look intimidating or anything, but if you were staring at a tiger or dragon or leopard or whatever you think it looks like, and he was hiding in the bushes, it would be pretty damn scary. And it's sped up because the video was like 4 hours long, and I didn't think you guys wanted to see something that long. So I just sped it up, but now I'm using that battery operated eraser to do touch-ups, and you're going to see here that it erases really good on charcoal. And I'm also doing it because I'm trying to get the look of his fur kind of, you know, fanning out everywhere. You can't really see it on this camera because I have a very cheap camera and doesn't do good on zoom. When you zoom in, it blurs, which sucks, but it is what it is, and I have what I have, so I'm trying to do my best to help you guys see everything clearly. And again, with my little brush, I've dipped it in water again, and I'm going in and darkening everything because his marks don't stand out as much as the background does, and I kind of want him to stand out just as much, if not more. And that is the charcoal pencil. And again, I will list all the stuff that I've used down in the description, okay? And all the stuff is very inexpensive. I know that a lot of people, you know, they go all out of the way to buy things that are expensive and stuff. And, you know, they probably work really good. But you know what? Sometimes it doesn't, to be professional or be just an artist, period, you don't have to use the most expensive things to get the great quality of work. And again, I'm trying to make him look like he might have some fur, because I was unsure what kind of abstract he was going to be. But I think some fur would probably be handy, huh? And I have this little spray bottle that I used to use for my rose oil. That's what I put my water in after I cleaned it out. But it still has the smell of roses, which is awesome because now the canvas smells like roses. using a different brush now just to do some fading and some shadowing on him. No, I'm not using a brush at all. I'm sorry. That is a blending stump. It's a cleaner one though. And you know what? When you're doing these challenges or whatever, or following along with me with any of this stuff, unlike me, don't be afraid to mess up. Messing up is probably sometimes it's one of my best thing I could do for my project. Other times, of course, I don't even show you guys, but messing up is part of learning as well. I think he kind of looks like he's got a hunchback right now. But it is a challenge. I don't ever do animals, so this was definitely a challenge for me. It was fun though. But see, he still doesn't look like he's hiding in grass, so I'm eventually going to make some grass blades, but we need to darken him up some more. This is white chalk. The white chalk is going to get some highlights on those bushes. And the canvas is still wet, so the charcoal is going to stick to it better than it would if it was dry. I don't have to smash it in or move it around or anything. It goes right into that cotton canvas with the water. That's the brilliant thing about using water on there. And then afterwards, I'll spray the top of it again and add more water just to keep that down. It looks really good. And I'm going to not even go real hard on the grass blades. I am just going to use that same brush that's already wet with charcoal on it, and we're going to bring some grass up around him and over his face a little bit. And I still got a lot of darkening that needs to be done, and it's going to be done with the same tools that I showed you. And anytime you're doing like a charcoal or a pastel or a drawing or whatever, and you want to keep it from smudging or anything, there is this spray, and it's called Fine Art Fixative. I think that's how you say it. I could be wrong. I don't really know. But anyways, I have a link where you could get it. I get all my stuff from Amazon. I'm very excited about that. But before I talk about this, I want to talk about the gel pen. The gel pen I'm using right now is a black gel pen. And I use it over the charcoal because the gel pen seems to be the only pens that doesn't overpower the charcoal, and it actually mixes very well with the charcoal. So instead of covering the charcoal, it blends with it. That's what I've noticed. So anytime I need to darken the charcoal because as you can see, I darken the charcoal, but I don't have to use a lot of the gel pen for it to mix well with the charcoal itself. And trying to get it that dark the way the gel pen does not happen with charcoal alone unless it's wet. But I don't really want to put water on his face because I don't want anything to smudge because of my hands. But anyways, back to this fixative or whatever it is. It's invisible protection without dissolving the whites and the lights. It keeps the pastels and charcoals and pencils and chalk from dusting and smudging and fading. So that's always a bonus when you're working with, if somebody's working with pencils and stuff. I mean, your work stays intact. It goes nowhere. So that's pretty cool. I love this gel pen. The whites highlight amazingly, and the black highlights amazingly. You know, I also have like color chalk. I could have used that in there, but I'm loving the black and white. There's really no need to go do anything more. And you see where the white is on the canvas where there's no paint? or chalk. I honestly, I thought about coloring it or, doing maybe some smudge, abstract looking stuff, but I really like that is white like that. It kind of makes the image pop a little bit more. I mean, you may not agree, but I sure do. And you guys, please like and subscribe. Oh, and I have a new project. I'm very excited to show you guys this new project. I'm doing a music theme. It'll be fun. It's not going to be a challenge or anything, but I've already started the drawing on the canvas, and it's actually on a larger canvas. It's a 18 by 24 canvas. So I'm very excited. An abstract music theme. Okay, so I'm taking my brush that has charcoal on it already, and I'm just lightly stroking up on the canvas. I'm barely touching it, and it kind of gives that grass kind of look to it. Adding some more white charcoal just to bring out that bush look a little bit more. Spraying some water, and bam, we are done. I signed it, and look at that bad boy, my tiger, leopard, dragon. Okay, so I just want to spin these wheels again and remind you guys of the challenge that's coming up. So here we go. Looks like we're posting this Friday on the 18th. And I'm really hoping you guys can join me on this one. It'll be a lot of fun. Don't forget to be a member on the website. I'm doing the first few challenges without needing to be a member, but the rest of them you'll have to be at least a basic member to get the challenges, okay? And if you don't know how to do that, you can go right on to the video on my blog and it'll show you how to do it. If not, I can walk you through it through a message if you like.
You must choose, Mr. Bond.
I'm sorry, but it's free, and we like free. There's also a video for this first video that I posted about this challenge. It lists every single thing that you see on there that's too little to actually read. And I don't know if it's on the website. I think it's on YouTube. So if you go on YouTube, you can see that first video, and then you'll know exactly what the choices are that it's spinning for. And it is a charcoal cartoon animation. I really suck at cartoons and animations, so it'll definitely be a challenge. And to do it with charcoal too, that might be really hard, but it'll be fun to try. And this one is going to say what we're drawing. And also, this is also going to tell you on the first video what all of those little things say, so you know exactly what the choices are. If you guys want me to add something, please send me a message. Let me know to put it in there, and I'll put it on there. And then you never know when it'll pop up. Okay, so the challenge is a cityscape charcoal cartoon or animation. That's one hell of a challenge, but we can do this. Y'all stay blessed, and I'll see you Friday.